welcome to today's desk stretch. My name is Chris. I'm the fitness professional down here in Houston, Texas. Today I'll be leading us through this nice little 10-minute desk stretch break. You'll notice on your screen we do still have March Mayhem going on. Today's class is actually in the semifinals, so let's hope we get it over the hump into the championship round, as well as next Tuesday, we have a fitness and pregnancy webinar presented by Shannon. So if you know anybody expecting or expecting to be expecting, then this will be definitely helpful for them. Okay, let me put the spotlight on here and we'll get rolling. You do have an option today to do any of these moves, most of these moves standing if you just want to get up out of your chair. If not, you can stay seated for a lot of these as well. So we're going to start trying to relax our shoulders. So press the shoulders down, elongate the neck, and we're going to tuck that left ear to that left shoulder, keeping those shoulders down. Try not to shrug it up here. Keep breathing here. Just hold that stretch. Release. Now we're going to go down to the right side. Same thing. Leave those shoulders down. Back to neutral. If you need to relax your shoulders, recenter yourself, get a couple of shoulder rotations there. We're going to drop the chin down to the chest. Stretching out the back part of the neck here that tends to get tight and not enough stretch as we work all day. Back neutral, leave those shoulders relaxed, and we're going to look up, bringing the head all the way back here. And back to neutral. Okay, we're going to move down from the neck to the chest and shoulders here. So what I want to do is I'm going to face my palms away from my body and go like I'm going for a nice big hug here. Squeezing my shoulder blades together in the back, chest up, trying to keep my body upright here. And then I'm going to pull my right arm across with my left, stretching out that upper right side of that back here. Open it back up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then pull that left arm across with your right. Open it back up. We're going to go up and over now. So I'm going to touch the base of my neck with my right hand and pull on that elbow with my left. Again, keeping that body nice and upright. I'm not leaning forward, hunching over. Nice. Sitting nice and tall, standing nice and tall. Release. And we're doing the same thing on the left side. Okay, and release. Get a couple shoulder rolls in there, loosen up those shoulders a little bit. I know that was a good stretch on those shoulders and triceps there. Now we're going to move down into a similar move, but we're going to squeeze the chest here. So I'm going to open up here, tuck my elbows back, hands facing forward. And then I'm going to slowly push away, bringing my hands together at the end. Squeezing the chest, letting that whole upper back open up here. And pushing away as hard as I can here. Bring the elbows back. And I'm going to push back out the same way, stacking the opposite hand on the other. So before I had my left hand in front, and now I have my right. Pushing away. I'm going to bring it back one more time. I'm going to pivot my elbows down. So I'm going from here to here, and I'm going to push up. Now, same thing at the top. Bring the hands together and push away. Shoot the head through here. Don't have your head back like this. Take note of which hand is stacked on top. Bring it back down. Pull the elbows down and back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Chest up high and push back up. Opposite hand on top this time. And bring it back down. Squeeze and release. Get a couple of arm circles in here to loosen up that shoulder. I know holding that stretch a little bit can work that shoulder. So I'm going to get a couple of rear arm circles here, and then we're going to move down to a piriform stretch. You will need to be seated for this. Knees at 90 degrees here. I'm going to place my ankle on my knee here. I'm going to slide it over. So I'm just sitting crossed like this, left elbow on the right knee, and we're reaching back. Nice T rotation, moving down the upper back into that mid back here. I think I started to skip this one on accident. So if I looked confused for a second, I definitely was. Kick that arm back to open that chest and shoulder up a little bit more. If your chair has a back, you can use that arm as support or even to add a little extra rotation here. And if not, then you're just going to be using your core a little bit more, sitting nice and tall. Okay, release. Now we're going to slide this leg over, setting the ankle on the knee, pushing the knee down parallel to make that shin parallel with the floor. And we're going to add a forward lean. Get down as deep into that lean as you can. I'm struggling a bit today. I want to be feeling this stretch on the outside of my upper leg, my hip, and the outside of my glute here. Depending on how tight you are, you might even be feeling some relief in your low back here. Okay, back up neutral. Drop that foot to the floor. Cross that other leg over. And we're going to rotate the opposite way now. So elbow on that knee. Reach back. You want to try to keep your hips squared forward and that upper torso rotated all the way to the left here. Add that arm kick out if you like. Release. Slide that ankle over to that knee. Push that knee down where that shin is parallel with the floor. I'm pushing my arm off my chair out the way. Okay, add the forward lean there. Keep breathing. Release back to neutral. Put both your feet on the floor. I'm just going to lower the camera a little bit. I'm going to slide out here. So we're just going to do a nice, slow stretch and get up out of the chair here. So I'm going to slide my hands down my legs here, reach down, touch my toes. I'm still seated here, grabbing my shoes if I can. I'm going to straighten my legs out, getting my hips up out of the chair, getting a stretch in the back of those hamstrings, glutes, and low back here. Hands as low to the floor as I can keep them. Head and arms just hanging here. Now I'm gonna slowly pick my upper body up, letting my hands glide over my shoes, my shins. Still head and shoulders hanging, hands coming over the knees, the quads, up to the hips, pressing the hips all the way forward. Roll your shoulders back, stand nice and tall. Nice deep breath, release. And that's all I got for us today. Thank y'all for joining me today. I'll be looking forward to seeing y'all next week. Hopefully, we push this class through the next part of the bracket.